You know, you guys, we have a distressing number of bones, not only scattered around the grasses of the Pomera tribe territory, but also tucked into nest with itty bitty babies who have to sit in their mother's bones. This is really sad. We've got poor little Isun over here sitting in his mother's bones, and then we have little Maita over here sitting in his mother's bones. These poor things. I really need to start guiding our animals down over to the Peace Garden from now on, because letting the Pomera tribe just die of old age way over in the wilderness, that's getting a little bit depressing. But hello everyone, and welcome back to the Pomera tribe, and we are getting ready to start our aggressive breeding program once more. A lot of you guys are feeling pretty confident with how close we are getting to finally being ready for the jungle area. A ton of you have said you've gone there with only 300 food and been fine. Some of you are saying that you went with 500 and died off. Others of you are saying that we shouldn't go anywhere because we're not ready yet. Oh my gosh, Seri, what are you doing? You're gonna kill everybody. And some of you are kind of in my camp as well, going, you know, this is really fun and I love the Pomera tribe, but I really want to see the jungle. So worst comes to worst, maybe we can try to go to the jungle with this next generation that is going to be born. Wiggle over there, and if everything starts killing us in seconds, we can run away. So hopefully that will work out. It would be really bad if that happened, but we always have an escape route. That is a plan B, is running away. But I think we're going to be okay because we have bred up quite a few great creatures that I'm really happy to start looking at as future breeders. Like Roku here, and a lot of you guys actually paired Roku off with a few other creatures in the comments, and we really like him because he already has the dots, he already has stinky tail, he has the eyes, he has normal hind legs. The only thing that he doesn't have is basically a stealth paw. If Roku, the High Prince, had a stealth paw, then he would pretty much be the exact model of what everybody says we should try having for the jungle. I'm not really sure because I actually really like having either speedier creatures who can just zip and run for it, or I enjoy having creatures who are able to defend themselves a little bit more. To me, right now, where I'm standing, I feel like Roku is kind of like a middle ground creature. He's got odor disguise because of that lean body, and he's got a little bit of stealth, but I can't tell how all these things are going to come together to keep us alive in the jungle. So I really think that we're going to try having some cool kids with him and then just getting ready to go to the jungle, because I don't think I'm going to be able to wrap my head around what we need to have to go there until we're actually there. So novel plan, we're going to try to find little Roku a possible mate. So we're going to be looking for a female who would have good genetics to breed with him. Hopefully she would have normal blood clotting to kind of balance out his hemophilia, the royal family secret that he has been carrying. And we are going to see if we can get that beautiful stealth paw in there, or excuse me, the velvet paw. I keep calling it stealth paw because it has +3 stealth, and it does have 1 collecting too. So I guess you could kind of swap, like, maybe the velvet paw and runner's leg would be a really good combination. So maybe we'll try to find Roku a runner's leg female to mate with, and I think I know exactly the lovely lady we could pick, Miss Lala Sari. I think that she would be good. She does have short-sighted eye recessive, but as long as she has a mate who doesn't have short-sighted eye recessive, their children should be fine. Let's see, and this is B and G immunity, and she has, darn it, B. Did I end up with any other? There's another B. Coco, why couldn't you end up with a child who had one of your boys? H and C would be perfect. I guess that we're gonna have Coco actually end up having another child. And the reason being, if she can have a little girl who can complement Roku, that would be fantastic. So we'll keep an eye on them. But all right, guys, we've got some babies to have. So High Queen Greta is pregnant once more. She is carrying T Asun, excuse me, his very last child. And those right there, those are his bones. He didn't even get to live to see this child of his. He did end up having La Andrea, and she would be of the royal line, but because she has both Digger's Paw and No Paw, we turned her into a La, aka an explorer, and she's gonna go off and explore for us. So let's go ahead and let Greta have another baby. I wish that she could get rid of these webbed hind legs. That would be really wonderful. I know that Greta has webbed hind legs, but over here Luta has normal hind legs, so there's always a chance his children will also have that. But so far we've not been so lucky. All right, so we've got lean body, we've got velvet paw. Okay. Next round, we'll sneak warning dots in just because I really want to see. All right, so what do we end up with here? We had somebody die. Oh, we had our tiger elder pass away. Oh that's so sad. Okay, so he has finally passed away, and he has left behind little T to Bear. That's not his child, but it's one of his clan mates after all. And little T to Bear is kind of hilarious because here we are with the tiger tribe trying to think about breeding up strongly clawed creatures who can defend themselves. And we ended up with a double paw berry picker. So he's a double berry picker with the collecting nimble fingers instead of anything else. Oh, that cracks me up. We may scooch him over to where Greta is because he would be an excellent mate for some of Greta's children, especially the ones who might need a little bit more nimble finger in their bloodline. Meanwhile, Timiana, the leader of the tiger tribe right now, is going to go ahead, eat some berries, pick some grass, and jump back into the nest. And we are actually going to switch in instead of having lean body. Well, lean body would still be useful, don't get me wrong, but we're going to switch in claw because I want to see what the claws would be like to possibly help us out. I'm tempted to add spiky strength too, or spiky body instead of lean body. So we're going to put in claw and spiky body because I think that would actually help us out with protecting ourselves from possible predators when it comes to breeding the tiger tribe as an experiment, just to see if those kinds of protectors would help us in the jungle or not. And we are also going to come over and we are actually going to scooch little Isun out of his mother's bones, and we are going to allow Gar to pop into the nest, and she is going to also try having a super strong child, hopefully with ram horns, maybe with that spiky body, maybe with some claws. And she, as one of the Gar members of the tribe, is basically a guard. That's her job, her duty. Becoming super strong is what we're going to try to go with her. She does have big body, which she shares with Vanu here, and the reason that we're doing that is I would just feel better if I took at least a couple creatures who were super strong to try to defend the tribe. Maybe they won't be able to because we will just run into terrifying ape after terrifying ape who's immune to poison, so those venomous fangs, those beautiful venomous fangs we have, won't even help us. But I just don't feel right not at least giving it a go, having a little bit more of a defender. So that is why we are at least trying to have one or two creatures that go with us who are good defenders, on top of the ones who are going to be good at running away, like maybe La Lasari's children. We'll go ahead and let her pick a few of these. A mole! If only I could get it. Can I get over here? Mila, can you get over here and get the mole before... No, he got away. All right. Well, we can at least clear this away. And oh, Tavankir! I think Tavankir... Okay, let's see. Can your daughter get over here? All right, let's come over. Tavankir is going to pass away under this little tree, and the reason that is so special is because he was trying to lead his tiny little family of melanistic creatures into safety where they can live under this tree and collect up food for the Pumera tribe, but also be able to secretly converse with the hidden members of the jungle or the garden clan, not jungle. Oh my gosh, I'm just that eager to get to the jungle. But he can converse with the hidden members of the garden clan over here. So that's too bad. Oh, I am sad he doesn't get to the peace garden either. His son, Kutaro, is actually, might be good for that. Might be good for something. Hey, bunny. No bunny. But his son, Kutaro, is actually a protector of this little shrine area for Prince Cuckoo, as you guys know. And part of protecting the shrine is making sure that we don't have any bunnies eating the sacred berries. These berries are super special berries because that's where Prince Cuckoo passed away. Speaking of which, Varuta is probably going to come over and dig up like roots around here. Hopefully we won't dig up his bones. Maybe we should actually have made it so that you don't want to ever dig around here because you might dig up Ruta's bones. So I may need to think that one through, but it should be okay. Then we have another eye, which means another one of the royal prince line, and I'll send him this way because there's a ton of roots to dig up over here. So if he has to be of the digger line, might as well use him well for that. And then let's see what we've got going on here. Yes, so little eye Tavankir, one of the royal line, is about to pass away. His mate Mila is going to keep their children mostly over here. They only have little Ravanu and they have Rocco, and they'll stick over here. Maybe they'll have some children of their own one day. We'll have to see. And then we've got a Naduk who is in charge of taking care of this nut tree and gathering up nuts from it. His little brother Tavan might be a good breeder as well. He does have H and C immunity, so I'll go ahead and mark him as a possible good breeder. And then we'll get Coco pregnant, but she won't go into the nest this time. Let's see, Koi, so what am I going to do with you? She's actually a really good farmer, or excuse me, like a good berry collector. So she can come up here, I think. And then we'll have Pavan is good at movement and defense. So he can help out with doing a little exploring, even though he's kind of young for it. And then Ainuta, one of the royal line with his beautiful wife Coco from the Garden Clan, will stay over here kind of keeping an eye on his children. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out... Tavan, you probably would be good for breeding. He just needs like a lean body, and he does have stinky tail and normal hind legs and runner's leg, which is actually really appealing to me now. If we can maybe swap one of those runner's legs out with a velvet paw, then he would have collecting and be able to at least feed himself a little bit more. Runner's leg does give you one collecting too. So we'll have to see, because you guys just keep saying over and over and over again how vitally important it is to be able to move fast and run away. So I'm gonna have to figure it out, but I think I'm only gonna really learn what that means by actually going to the jungle, which I want to happen very soon. Next generation, basically Roku's children. I want him to be able to take care of that. His father, Ki, the High Prince, Ki Kukuko, is tending to the nest and just trying to watch over his children after losing his beloved mate. Oh, there it is. Prince, Iroku. The rabbit that is your quarry that you've been chasing has finally shown up. But we do need to look for Roku's mate pretty soon. So basically I have to start keeping an eye out for anybody who might potentially match him genetically, and especially if we can pass on that lean body trait of his and combine it with some of the other things we really are going for. So gonna have to think about it. All right, his little sister will work on that. His little brother, Maita, he can't do much. Fui, Maita is going to be one of the ones who unfortunately is not going to be a breeder, because he has a digger's paw and he has a no paw. Swimming tail, yeah, I've got better breeders that we'll focus on. So he might end up becoming another explorer, even though he can't really move that far right now. We'll have to see how quickly he can move when he becomes an adult. Meanwhile, High Princess Lali, who is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. She needs lean body in her blood. B and C, we need to find her a potentially really good mate too. Actually H and C, so that would match. Where's a male? Where's a male who might be potentially a good breeder? Let's see. Nimble fingers and digger's paw, not really what I'm going for. B and A. B, I need to be a little more careful. Let's see, B. Let's see, H and C. We're starting to get to the point where we might have to risk it a little bit with who we start picking as potential mates. But I guess I need to give it just a little bit longer. Well, these two would match, though I really don't want to pass Beacon. That would be normal body, normal eyesight. I don't know if that would give us the kind of children that we're really going for, because he has beak and I want big nose. But beak seems to be really recessive when you breed. I've noticed it doesn't seem to play true like the other genetics. Oh, and he does have the ability to crack open clamshells. All right, Duke, you come over here and you can start working on that at the least. So we'll figure it out with Lali, but she does help out with berry picking, and she can help out with cracking too. So she'll come down here and crack. Yeah, maybe we'll be able to have Duke and Lali from two different royal lines. At least try having a kid or two, and maybe we'll get lucky. That's the thing. You can never really 110% tell what you're going to end up with the genetics. You can just kind of get a nice little Pruitt square and cross your fingers and hope that's what comes up. But not all the time is that actually what happens. Rovan, there you are. All right, Rovan is another great berry collector. He's scooching down over to these berry bushes. Same with Luke New. He wants to come over and help out. And his little sister Mies, she wants to help out too, but I have a feeling that she might help out by like tending to the grasses and things and staying close to her mother, because I don't see High Queen Greta, being very content to allow her sicker children like Mies, who really has great like nimble fingers, great collecting, but I don't see her allowing her sicker children to really be going too far away from her. She would want them to stay near the nest. So poor little Mies, she's gonna live the life. We're gonna give her the title Mies, but is she a breeder? I mean, technically she could be a breeder, I guess. Other than the fact that she suffers from doubled up immunity. Mies, wait a second. Huh, dang it. Nope, she would have unhealthy children because they would have a high likelihood of passing down that B immunity. Phooey! All right, we'll wait a little bit before I really start throwing hard, heavy punches on deciding who gets to breed with who. Though Quorara, I think the fangs will always override the beak, and I would rather have the beak than fangs. I'm gonna have to think about it. All right, don't mind me, you guys. These are just a lot of difficult decisions. Ray is getting a little bit old. He doesn't really have much longer to do some deep exploring. Sweet. But I will let him do what he can. Ismio is going to have fun digging up the grasses there. So yeah, I'll worry about breeding up for royal babies in a little bit. Right now, I just need to focus on actually doing a little bit of hunting. The Tiger Clan has some great hunting going down. Let's see if we can sniff out any more. Okay, we can hear. Oh, now a bunny shows up. Dang it! And there's a giant rock in the way, and there's a whole nest right there. And now we've just made a bit of a mess of things. All right, but Mole Claw, who got renamed last time because he wouldn't behave himself and took over the Wazda keys, he can keep an eye out for those little rabbits. All right, so we're all settled in. We should have our two really fierce warrior females getting ready to have their baby. So let's go ahead and see how that's going to go. Let's see. What do you think? Do you think you're gonna have a beautiful baby? I think you're gonna have a beautiful baby. Come on, Claws. Claws! Oh my gosh, and orange eyes? Me. Let's name her Mimai. I like her. Look at her. So she has claw, she has C and H immunity, and orange eyes. She just randomly mutated orange eyes. How cool is that? I haven't even been able to focus on any of the other things, and she did bring in claw. So wonderful. You two had a fantastic baby. I'm quite proud. You should try that again. Very good job. Very good job. A+ baby. All right, and I'm going to clear away some of these grasses just because I can. The queen is going to need to come back and tend to her nest. It's getting a little damaged. And then we will have her daughter. Mies will probably be responsible for helping with gathering berries. Oh, a rainy day is probably considered a really, really good sign in this tribe too, because a rainy day means that it is the replenishment of all of the berries. So it means that there's going to be a fantastic harvest. So that's wonderful. I bet that everybody is super excited about that, and everybody who is near a berry bush and can harvest it, which is not this guy, by the way. Let's see, can he hear what that, where's that bunny? There's that bunny. Can I get it? All right, almost there, and got it. All right. I really need to get used to hunting like that. That's actually pretty fun. And that is something I need to remember to start using our senses if I'm going to be able to defend ourselves when the time comes to fight the apes, because then it will be a twist of fate where I will be more worried about running into the apes, using our senses to run away from the apes versus using our senses so that we can find food. All right, we just had a little baby girl, Isis, who's also a double nimble finger. Why? I'm gonna name you Bear E with 2 R's and 2 I's, T-Berry. Here we were, trying so hard to make the tiger tribe actually turn into a strong, aggressive tribe, and now we're just ending up with like adorable, soft, gentle-natured berry pickers who can go and join Greta's group. So Greta, you're about to get some incoming members, and Cuckoo here. Yeah, Greta's about to get some incoming members at this rate because we really aren't lucking out with the strong, tough tiger tribe I was going for. All right, let's go ahead and gather up some berries. Everybody can help out with all the work that there is to be done. We'll have Coco jump into the nest. Didn't realize that, I shouldn't have moved her before I gathered up berries. Oh well, you live and you learn. All right, we'll have Naduk kind of wiggle around here. His sister can gather up these. Down here, get the food, gather up the berries. Can you collect any berries, my friend? You sure can, so you can help out. The more berries you collect during the rain, the better. Because then if it continues raining, sometimes you'll have it like regrow, which is fantastic. All right, so we'll gather some of this up. And little Rocco, oh, her father passed away. It's so sad. Little Rocco can start wiggling her way over there. Rovanu has some pretty nice skills for being a melanistic creature. And then there's Iris, Isri, man, her name's a little bit of a mouthful, who can actually do a bit of digging work over there. All right, there's some berry bushes to help out with. Then Tavan can help out with clearing away some of these grasses. All right, good. And Coco is on the nest, ready to have another baby. Meanwhile, Garbanu is going to come over and, now that his mate is pregnant once more, help out with the exploration issues that we've got going on the edges of Queen Greta's territory, which is rapidly expanding from what it used to be. All right, we have Anari, who is unfortunately sickly, but has her beautiful daughter that she cares deeply for, Korara, who can help out with both the nut gathering and berry picking. Very, very good dual skills there. Then Ray Ray. I should probably start moving Ray Ray back, to be completely honest. He has served the royal family well, and he deserves to go back to the Peace Garden to pass away. He is getting along there in old age. And then Roku probably needs to come over, start learning the ways of being the High Prince, and we probably need to start thinking, there's another bunny. I think he would get distracted by the bunnies all the time and like always want to run after the bunnies, and High Prince Kukuko would just sigh deeply and have to keep directing his son back to focusing on the fact he needs to be thinking about finding a mate and possibly carrying on the grand legacy of exploring that their family has been thinking about for so long. And then Lali is going to explore around there. Darn, and the water is not deep enough for Kirduke to be able to do his little bit of water feeding, unfortunately. So I would have to go even deeper, and I don't know if I want to risk him that far, so we will see. All right, let's see. Everybody where they should be? Got some bunnies where they shouldn't be. Everybody taken care of? Okay, good. So we're going to see what kind of baby Coco can possibly have, and we're going to whip in the warning dots just in case, because I think that would be really awesome. And let me find Lean Body, and we're going to tuck Lean Body in there, and let's see what kind of baby she has. Also, just a quick note, look at how cool Mima is. I love it. I love it. She's already super strong. If only she had been born with ram horns. I think that she, especially with C and H immunity, may make a really fantastic mate for some of the tiger line to really bring about that strong defensive creature we were going for. So Mima, I'm going to give her the guard title just right away. Is it 2 R's? Nope, just 1 R. So she's going to grow up to be a good defender. And Coco, get back on the nest! Ugh, I always end up doing that by accident somehow, and it's very frustrating. And we have another crackerjaw creature. What is this, my little one? Rihanna, and luckily she did mutate in Lean Body. Could this possibly be the mate that the prince was hoping for? Not with webbed legs, she isn't. Phooey. Rihanna, don't change your name just because you're upset you're not going to be a high princess. Pretty sure. That's Lolly. Where's the high prince? There he is. Let's see. B and G immunity. H and G. Darn it. I think everybody is closely enough related to the high prince that I'm just going to have to kind of roll the dice and cross my paws and hope that it's going to be okay. Look at how cool Miami is. I'm really in love with her. Jeez, she's beautiful. I would say she's like a little carrot, but she's more like the rising sun, justice of the rising sun. That's what I'm thinking of when I see her. Yes, quite poetic, isn't it? All right, but we also need to get Greta ready to have another baby. Oh, Greta! She only can have one more baby. Who's going to take her place? I don't think she appointed an heir properly. And then I think that Kirduke is going to turn around and be like, wait, what a second? My mom died? I'm the high king, like the high prince of the berry meadow now? Oh boy, that's gonna come as a slap in his face of reality there. So let's get him back over here, because I think his mom has a very interesting conversation that she needs to discuss with him oh so very soon. So we're gonna get everybody lined up over there, And that means next time, I think we're going to make some hard decisions about who Kirduke is going to take on as a mate, and who Lolly is going to take on as a mate, and who Roku is going to take on, because it's going to be their children that we will send over to the jungle. And hopefully we'll survive. Maybe it won't be perfect, but you guys, like someone pointed out in yesterday's episode, and I feel very strongly about this too, the evolution game isn't about perfects. It's just about survival. So we'll just see if we can survive. Hopefully we'll be able to. There's always plan B, if not. And I'm really excited to get moved into the jungle very soon. I can almost taste it. The danger of the apes, the carnivorous plants, the unknown. I'm very excited to start exploring. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.